Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and today I'm just going to make these bubblegum cupcakes. Now these are amazing, they're so much fun to make, and you can decorate it any way you like. So keep watching and I'll show you step by step how to make these. The first thing we want to do is start off with a large bowl, and inside that I have 1 stick of butter, which is a half a cup. It should be at room temperature. I melted it a little bit. You shouldn't melt it, it should be just at room temperature. Add 1 cup of sugar, and we just want to mix this together. Alright, so that didn't take long. So when your sugar and your butter is mixed together, now what we want to do is add in our eggs. You can put 1 in at a time. And at this stage, I'm going to add in my flavoring. Normally you'd use vanilla extract, but because we're making bubblegum cupcakes, I'm going to use this bubblegum flavoring. Now I got this, it's a very flavorful stuff, so you don't need much in there. And I'll put a link in the description below where I got this. I'm going to put just a small drop like that. Like I said, it's very flavorful stuff. Mix it up. And that's it for our wet ingredients. We're going to put that aside. We're going to come back to it shortly. For our dry ingredients, I have 1.5 cups of flour in here. And I also have 2 tablespoons of baking powder. We just want to whisk this together really good. Now back to our wet ingredients. We're going to slowly add in our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients and mix those in. Now add in 1/2 cup of milk. So this stuff's optional. I'm going to color this pink because it is bubblegum cupcakes. Mix it in. There we go. And at this stage, we are going to fill our cupcake liners. Just have a tray of cupcake liners, and I'm going to use a big ice cream scoop to fill these. You just want to fill them about 2/3 of the way full. Now that those are all filled up, I like to tap it down a little bit just to press in the batter before I bake them. And put these in the oven at 350 degrees between 18 and 22 minutes. Coming along nicely. Shouldn't be long now. Now that our cupcakes are in the oven baking, we're going to make our frosting. Now I just have 1 stick of butter, which is 1/2 cup, and this is softened at room temperature. I'm going to mix this up really good. Well, that's good. It got some of that air into that butter. I want to aerate it a little bit. Now we're going to add some powdered sugar, and I'm only going to add about 1 cup at a time. And another cup. And it's a good idea to scrape down the sides occasionally. Make sure we mix everything in nice and good. Now I'm going to add my flavoring, and again with the bubblegum flavoring, just a small amount. I'm also going to add some light blue food coloring here. And mix that all in. Now if you find your frosting is a bit too dry, you can add a little bit of milk to it. Now only add a very small amount, like about 1/2 teaspoon. And try that out and see how that works. There you go. Now that our frosting's done, we're going to take it and put it into a piping bag. And one of the tricks I use is take a large cup and wrap your piping bag around it Makes it easy to dish out your frosting. Stuff doesn't fall all over the place, and it's just much easier this way. So grab a good scoopful, pop it on in. It's all done, just pull it through. And we're going to cut a rather large hole here because we're going to make it like a big circle on top. I'm going to cut it right about here. And then you can just squeeze this through. And you can use your cup as a holder until we're ready to decorate our cupcakes. Alright, so when your cupcakes come out of the oven, let them cool down a bit before we put our frosting on. Another thing we can do while we're waiting for our cupcakes to cool down is prepare our decorations. And to do that, I have one of these decorative straws. It's like pink in color. I'm going to cut it into about thirds. So I'm just going to cut one and then half of that about. Doesn't have to be exact. And I have this bubblegum tape here. I'm going to pull out about 6 inches or so of it. And I'm going to take my straw that I just cut, and we're going to just kind of like do a hole punch in it. And just kind of bend it in a little bit and punch a hole in that side. And be careful because this tape will break, bubblegum tape. And just keep doing that. You may have to pull off the excess in between times. Just kind of make it like an accordion. And this is going to stick into the cupcake after we're done decorating it, and it'll just give it a little extra flair. Alright, so now our cupcakes have cooled down enough so I can decorate it, and I'm going to start with one at a time, and I'm going to bring out my frosting that we made. And we're just going to pipe in that frosting, nice big circular shape. Like so. I'm going to put a pink bubblegum ball right dab in the center. And let's take our little pre-made bubblegum thingy, and we can put that off to the side a bit, push it in, and maybe a dash or two of pink sprinkles. There you go. They are our bubblegum cupcakes. They look amazing. I can't wait to try them. Well, now it's time for the taste test. I'm gonna give this a shot. I didn't put any sprinkles on this one. Gotta have the sprinkles. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm purposely not gonna eat the ball right now because I don't wanna chew the bubblegum and eat the cupcake at the same time. So I do suggest taking that off and eating that separate, but here we go. Lots of bubblegum flavor in here because we did not only the cupcakes but also the frosting. If you love bubblegum, you're gonna love this. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make these bubblegum cupcakes. They were a lot of fun to make. They tasted amazing. I enjoyed making them, and you can really decorate them any way you'd like. I just had fun with it. You know, the bubblegum frosting with the bubblegum cupcakes and all the bubblegum on top of it. It was a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also hit that big red subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. You get new videos all the time. And be sure to hit that bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video comes up. Also, share this video with someone you think you might enjoy this video as well. And until then, I'll see you next time.